Oh, yeah, we're back with Mr. Sam Gibbons for the Aquaponic edition and demonstration.
It's mainly the urine.
Tilapia, yeah.
So tilapia are the most hardy fish. They adapt to their environment and they last the longest.
That's why they get the bad rap.
So their gill rakers allow them to eat bacteria in water. So a lot of less established countries will use them for water filtration purposes. So yeah, so instead of using like the wastewater treatment facility that we have here in Tampa,
they'll use fish.
tilapia. Yeah, they'll use tilapia to try and kill it off. And that's why they do get a bad rap. But an animal it's probably the environment. So if it's raised in a healthy area, if it feels like it's getting taken care of, it's not stressed out, it's a delicious fish. There's not really much taste to them, so whatever flavor you're cooking with, it'll take on that flavor. But it's a hearty, delicious fish, really flaky when you get it going. I think these are blue tilapia. They'll after about 5 years, they'll get upwards of 7 pounds. And they are, as juveniles, they are primarily carnivores. As they grow older and mature, they turn into herbivores, and they prefer a plant-based diet. Though in sparse food conditions, they will revert to an omnivore status, and once they go that direction, they won't continue to just only be herbivores. What we have in there is called duckweed. It's basically a little plant, and we use that to supplement their food.
Oh, so they eat that too?
Yeah, they'll eat that, and that stuff regenerates pretty quickly. If you have it in your own separate area, it'll usually regenerate itself within like 48 hours. We also feed them moringa, which is a type of superfood. You got to start them out early, though. Once they get used to that, then they're pretty happy with it. But the idea behind aquaponics is the marriage of aquaculture and hydroponics. Aquaculture being the raising of fish. Aquaculture being the raising of fish, hydroponics being growing food without soil. And we take the best of both worlds and the trouble of both worlds and combine them to a marriage, which is pretty apt. We take the ammonia content that the fish produce, and through a nitrification process, which is just bacteria, they convert that into nitrogen. First nitrite and then nitrate. And it's nitrosomonas and nitrorespar, the 2 bacteria. So basically, you feed the fish urinate, go to the bathroom, and first thing you do is you come to this settler tank, and what we've got here is basically the stillest the water we want. The stillest we want the water to be anywhere in the system, and that way the solids come down, fall to the bottom, so we can get that out of the system. We want a little bit in there for the phosphorus count, but mainly what we want is the ammonia, which is that nitrogen, which is what the plants feed off of. So that filtration system is here. And then next to it, I just call it clarifier or a settler. Then you have here is the biofilter, and right here, these are called biobeads. You can use
I used them back in the days in the fish tank.
Did you?
Yeah.
You can use these biobeads, or you can use bottle caps. You can use really anything. The goal is you want as much surface area in here as you do the rest of the system. And this is where the most of the bacteria are going to be. Although they'll be throughout anywhere with surface area, the rest of the flavor is different. The other ones might probably check it in and see if there's some question. You really want that surface area though to make sure you've got enough bacteria to convert that nitrogen. Because once depending on the amount of biomass and the amount of fish you have, you can really just put in a lot of ammonia. You wouldn't put 500 fish in here, but if you had your swimming pool or whatever you're using, above ground pool, you really start writing stuff out. So once it goes through the biofilter and the clarifier, then you're moving on to your grow beds. So this particular style system is called an ebb and flow system. What that means is that as the water increases, eventually it'll hit this bell siphon here. It'll hit a bell siphon and basically through gravity just pulls the water right out of the system. There's different other types of systems. One's another raceway where it's just water flowing continuously through it. And that's you can do deep water, cold least 12 inches of shallow water culture, which is more like this nutrient dome technique over here.
Okay, so this will never drown the plant.
It doesn't. No.
Okay.
So once as long as everything is working correctly.
Right.
So yeah, if for some reason like this got clogged or something like that, then yes, that could happen. But yeah, these systems continuously all day long just fill up and release. And what the water isn't what drowns a plant in soil; it's the compaction of the soil from pushing the water onto it all that time. So plants won't actually drown in water; they'll do okay, and they'll just take up whatever nutrients they need.
They have oxygen.
Yeah, assuming there's oxygen.
Now, is this filtered to the point where you can drink it?
You know,
No. It's just for watering purposes.
Really what this is just a hyper-realization of what happens in nature. So this is, like, if you felt comfortable drinking lake water, you could drink it. If you go out in the bigger systems, you got to go swimming in them to make repairs and stuff, when you get out, you don't smell like anything. It's literally a hyper-realization of what's already happening.
So what I'm asking, I'm leading into, can these systems, this type of system be set up, say, in Flint, Michigan, where the water pipes and crap are all tore up? Can you set up a system like this, take some fish, you know what I'm saying, and get water, safe drinking water rolled? At the same time, you know.
This is more for food production.
Okay.
Water clarification.
But something like that could possibly.
I don't know enough about it. So, yeah, we usually use food production. There's a lot of different ways though that you can clean water naturally, even using like sunlight. Using bottles. That if you go down to Echo Farms in Fort Myers, they have a lot of techniques where they do a lot of food security, working on food security around the world, and they work in countries that don't have reliable electric grids, and they've got like 6 or 7 different ways that they're teaching all their students of how to clean water without using a lot of electricity or any electricity.
We got a little ant patch going on. I think there's everybody.
Yeah, little sugar ants.
Right.
They shouldn't
Yeah, we all sweet. That's all good.
So it's a closed loop system as opposed to an open loop system. Open loop being traditional farming, which you see a lot of problems with that, including nitrogen runoff. Which the biggest example being the dead zone that's in the mouth of the Mississippi River. It's the size of New Jersey and increasing in size every year.
I keep hearing talk about the dead zone, like nothing won't grow, and I'm like, well, you know, can't y'all take a ferry boat or something and suck up all the algae growth over top? And
even there's not even any algae in there. It's that the algae is decayed upstream and sucked all the water out of it, or sucked all the oxygen out of it, and so that water is pushing through the Mississippi faster than the Gulf of Mexico is able to absorb it. And so it's literally an area just void of anything. There's a little bit of this hypoxic zone. It's an area without oxygen, and because of all that nitrogen runoff upstream, is how farmers work, or how traditional farming works, is they spray the nitrogen on there, hope it doesn't rain, and inevitably it does rain.
Right.
And it's also runoff from cities as well. But that's that kind of you get that open farming going into. So these are IBCs, International Bulk Containers, the same things as biodigesters.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, just cut the tops off. They're traditionally 275 gallons apiece, and they work pretty well.
What's the purpose of having the screens over?
The fish don't jump out.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they've been there. Depending on what you're raising, they could tend to jump out.
Oh, okay. Not these.
They get stressed out. It just depends on what's in there. Yeah, they'll jump out every once in a while. Yeah. Oh yeah, these the fish will, no matter what kind of systems you have with filtration, life finds a way. They'll end up in the grow beds and stuff like that.
What?
That's one of the nice things about the ebb and flow systems is that, you know, if a fish lands in that, then it's just going to die unless you find it and put it back in the water.
Right.
But in like a raceway or a deep water culture where it's at least 12 inches of water, then the tilapia will get in there and they'll chew up on your reefs and eat everything.
Wow.
Because they're herbivores. They're happy eating it. But they'll get in the clarifiers, they'll get in the biofilters.
That big old fish?
Oh, no. No, I'm talking about like the fingerlings.
Oh.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, it's also this system allows you to have fish. So you can eat these fish for dinner.
sure. Yeah, and if you don't like eating fish, then you can put like koi in there. But you see these little
You make it raise your own fish.
See like a little
And
fingerling?
something this small.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, you can. There's
Something in there?
Yeah, they're hiding it. There's the ones right there. They're hiding in here. A couple over here. There's the largest saltwater aquaponics system in the world is down in Bradenton, Florida, Sarasota, Florida, called the Moat Marine Institute. And they're growing saltwater fish. And they've been able to develop some saltwater tolerant plants. They've got like some tomatoes and stuff they're growing, some lettuce.
Salt water, wow.
Yeah, right? They're using bracket water, really. But it's not as salty as like the Gulf of Mexico. But they're experimenting. And they're doing a lot of great things like nourishing mangroves and stuff is really what they're
Right.
seagrass, and then helping grow saltwater fish. You guys got any questions? No problem at all.
So what you got growing over here? See the tomatoes.
Type of spinach. These are some mangoes they're going to throw in there. Some sort of pepper.
Oh, it's pepper. I thought that was a tomato. Well, one.
You got the onions back here.
See a little lettuce growing up over there. So what do y'all do with that? That little piece of lettuce, you replant that somewhere?
You can. I don't know what a head of lettuce is doing in there.
Oh, right. Let's throw it in there. Let's see if it.
Let's see what happens.
grows. Does it take root?
Yeah.
Wow. Let's just take root.
So nitrogen is primarily what you're going to get out of this because of the ammonia. If you were trying to grow tomatoes or something like that, you'd want to introduce some other phosphorus and NPK. But you generally want to introduce other nutrients into it. The way we like to do it, and there's a million ways to do all this stuff. But we'll usually take the nitrogen-rich water out of the system, and then supplement it with a hydroponic slurry. And that way you won't have to waste a whole lot of the additions, the water amendments. You can just keep it in a separate piece, and then just have a hydroponic system in the back.
Okay, just keep it.
Yeah, and then just keep this. This is like your food.
Personal food, people.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Grow your own food.
Absolutely.
Eat
Yeah,
it.
and it's
Natural stuff.
Yeah, no chemicals, no pesticides. And you can build systems as small as 10 gallons to as big as you want to get it.
But not in a fish tank. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily grow fish to eat in a fish tank. You want something.
But they wouldn't get very big in a fish tank. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The more room.
More room, the happier, the bigger they're going to get. Yeah. So above ground pools, there's like $300 pools from Walmart. Oh yeah.
What?
We use those all the time. Yeah, they're good for like 3 to 5 years. It's 5,000 gallons. So what we'll do, we'll set those up, and then we'll get the tanks here, and we'll use these for filtration purposes. And then you do some grow beds, kind of like what you've got over there. And instead of putting soil in there, you put water into it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's some liner that you want to put down. And there's a proper folding technique, so you don't have any creases. If you set it up properly too, these things are awesome. You can teach chemistry, physics, and biology
All at one time.
Yeah, all at one time, because you get the biology from the fish, the chemistry from the bacterial process, and then you get the physics comes from gravity. Because if these systems are built and balanced properly, you should only need one pump to run the whole system, and then everything else is just gravity system. So like the systems that we've been building, we use the deep water culture, which is
So what's this right here? What's the doodad setup?
So this we're introducing the slurry from the biodigesters into this.
All right. Now, is this a new experiment?
This is one of our mad scientist experiments. So we've got a UV light back here that helps to kill off the pathogens that nutrient-rich slurry that will get into the system depending on what you're filling it with. Then we've got our nitrogen-rich water that we've supplemented with that slurry, and it just runs all the way through. So this is considered kind of shallow water culture.
So okay, so the roots are just dangling down in the pod. So
it's in this grow media, which is the same sort of the ceramic beads. It's the same kind of grow media we have over here. Mm-hmm. And the plants.
So these suck up water or something?
So it just allows the roots to cut through.
Okay.
But I don't think you absorb any water. Same thing.
Okay, yeah. Things like just rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's ceramic rock.
All right, so what you got growing? Or what was y'all experimenting on?
Flamingos, lettuce, some bolted lettuce over here. I'm not really sure what this bad boy is.
Yeah, I see him. Is that him?
Just trying to try it out. It looks like it, right?
It's like, what is that going on?
I'm not, it's a lot of this is probably clippings from the food forest that we're trying to build over here by the goats.
He just in there. He just sits stuck in there, growing.
Yeah, mad scientist, man.
Yeah, I see. You got
a similar system. So you get your deep water culture, which is at least 12 inches, shallow water culture, which is under 12 inches, and then this is called a nutrient rich film nutrient film, which is it's a similar system to what's set up here, but instead of the 6 inches, they do it a little smaller.
So y'all using these just for like budding purposes, just to to start them?
So you could, but really what they're trying to grow here is like microgreens and stuff that's not going to produce a lot of roots.
Eggplant.
Because you don't want to. Yeah, you got some lettuce here. But yeah, you could use this as a nursery. There's no reason you can't. What some of the issues you do with running through with like shallow water culture though, and the nutrient film technique is that the roots and
themselves would clog up. Yeah,
they'll end up choking on themselves.
Yeah.
And dying.
We have that like in our towers. That's what we have to constantly check. Is the roots, but they'll end up clogging up the pump and everything. We learning a lot about them.
And that reminds me of, so when that happens and you start getting that water stop flowing, you're going to get that absence of oxygen, which is going to create that anaerobic bacteria we were talking about in the biodigesters.
Okay.
So when you hear this is aerobic bacteria, we want to do everything we can to keep anaerobic bacteria out of these systems, out of the aquaponics systems. So it's the antithesis of what biodigesters are. We want to do everything we can to keep aerobic bacteria out of those.
Okay, so now are you tubing this into these?
They're grabbing it and pouring it. But yeah, you could set it up if you wanted to. But yeah, these are run off this water.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, but these all run off of that water.
Yeah, and that nitrogen, and that slurry. And so one of the things about once you're around these for long enough, then you start to just kind of get it. But that anaerobic bacteria, though, if it does get into here, it'll eat your nitrogen and revert it back to ammonia. So you can get some false positives when you're trying to do your water chemistry and trying to figure out like what the heck's going on. So if like for example those grow beds got filled, after like a year, 6 months to a year, you want to usually just give everything a kind of a good clean of each of your raceways or your water culture, and that's just to make sure there's no anaerobic bacteria building.
Yeah, I was going to say, does that create or promote mold like underneath it?
So it promotes that anaerobic bacteria. Yeah. So that's, but mold's really not a
problem. Oh, okay. Like root rot and stuff. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Well, so that'll eventually decay and die, and then that anaerobic bacteria breaks it down.
Oh, okay.
The aerobic bacteria will also break it down, but generally, if you get an area that's stuff is dying and decaying and it's not moving, so it's not circulating, then you're not getting the oxygen in there, and that's when that anaerobic bacteria will start to show up.
What is this, to shoot water over to this tank or something?
I think originally it was, yeah. And then they just sent the piece up over here.
Oh, okay.
Because it was just a different kind of siphon. Because you can, with siphons, as long as you're at the same level, it'll keep going. It'll keep pushing as long as the pressure's there. Or if you have this a little bit higher and a little bit lower, it'll also shoot over. Physics, man.
Mm-hmm. It's all tied together.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. We got the Tampa Heights Community Garden. We're teaching kids from the Tampa Heights Junior Civic Association and stuff over the summer.
Tampa Heights Community Garden. Something we got to visit. Tampa Heights Community Garden.
Definitely. The Sustainable Living Project also, across the street from Warrior Park Zoo. That's a great one to go check out. Georgia Snyder runs that outfit.
Okay.
They're awesome. It's across the street from Warrior Park Zoo on Sly Avenue.
We'll be visiting.
Yeah, SLP. They're totally off the grid too. They have a battery bank, solar panels, they do water collection, and they've got an aquaponics system over there also that has the raceways. And they do a bunch of raised grow beds also, and an awesome composting system. And chickens.
And chickens. Now, the goats, are they the only animals on the property?
There's some cows.
And the 2 cows.
Yeah, there's a pig somewhere around here, too.
Yeah, I've seen in Wilbur.
Are there chickens? Yeah.
Oh, it's chicken? Oh, okay. We got some wildlife out here. That's real sustainability if you got some animals.
Yeah, good eggs.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
You guys have any questions?
Things organic. We need to make sure we get some organic stuff. See, all the stuff is organic. Alcelga Ruby. Yeah, I gotta get some organic stuff. Oh, reptile food.